leave for a couple of hours in the evening, but for the most part, yeah.
So we were talking a little bit about that on Friday, but all the attention that you're getting now, especially from females, do you enjoy that? Is it scary, or how do you deal with it?
You know, it's funny. I mean, I decided many years ago to sort of insulate myself from anything that was, in terms of my profession, anything outside of just the process of storytelling. And so it doesn't really have any effect on me, honestly. I mean, I live just a sort of a quiet life. I've got a couple of pals that are like my family, and a girlfriend and a cat, and you know, I just go about my business and concentrate on when I get hired, doing the best job I can do. And so, like, I never read any reviews. I'm not on social media, so I'm sort of, you know, unaware of this thing that people keep telling me about, that I'm like developing into like a sex symbol or something. I mean, it just seems a bit silly to me, and I don't really put too much stock in it.
But what about the whole fame part? Because now people recognize you in the street, they want selfies with you, probably.
It's funny, there's sort of different types of fame. I mean, like, film fame is, I suppose, a bit more international and can have, you know, a longer breadth. But I also was on a TV show for 7 years, which is a different type of fame, and it's almost a bit more frenzied, or people feel that you're more accessible because you're in their living room every week. So, you know, and by the end of the run of Sons of Anarchy, we'd become pretty popular, and so I've been in the rhythm of being famous in the modern world, with everyone having a camera phone for quite a while, and it's no problem. I mean, you know, it just slows the day down a little bit. You know, on any given day, I'll be stopped in the street anytime from 20 to 100 times with people asking me for selfies, and you know, usually people are pretty nice, and it's a quick interaction. They say, "Can I have a picture?" I say, "Yeah, sure." And we take a picture, and then we both go about our business. So it didn't really affect me too much.
So we were talking about on Friday as well, how, you know, being such a good-looking guy, you are. Do you sometimes feel? I spoke to Robert Redford about this, and he's like, sometimes I feel it's so much attention on the looks that it takes away the attention from what I'm actually doing in the acting. Have you thought about that, or is there something?
Listen, it's a visual medium, and I think that anybody who has a somewhat sophisticated understanding of how Hollywood works would be foolish to feel anything but gratitude for being handsome, because it just allows us, it affords us those opportunities. It's like a foot in the door, because Hollywood's looking for handsome men and beautiful women. But what you have to understand is that is just the foot in the door. Then you have to deliver, and there has to be some sort of heart and substance, and you know, you have to come with a skill set to back that up. Otherwise, it's going to be a short-lived run. And you know, occasionally it'll feel reductive to be relegated to, in people's perception, just being a pretty boy. But I also understand that it just actually speaks more to a lack of understanding on their part of actually what it entails to put a performance together. And so I don't view myself that way, so it doesn't really have any effect on me that other people might perceive me that way. You know, everyone's got their own opinion. I don't really care. You know, I really don't. You have to, I think, in order to preserve any sort of sanity, you have to keep your own counsel. In any industry or any vocation that's in the public eye, you have to have a very strong sense of who you are, and cannot allow that to be dictated by other people's perceptions of you, because then you'll go down the rabbit hole, and it can be very, very corruptive. But I thankfully managed to avoid that, because I just concentrate on how I feel about my work and what I'm doing. And that can be corruptive enough, because I'm a very harsh critic, and I know that I've got a long way to go to be the type of performer that I want to be. But as long as I continue to grow and feel as though every performance I put in is better than the last, then I'm at least on the journey that I want to be on.
And you're very smart too, which helped.
Thank you.
Hi there, thanks for watching my interview. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please share, like, subscribe, comment below if you have anything you want to share with me or with other people here on YouTube. And I hope I see you again soon. Bye, take care.